555 days towards level 9,000, day 48. I've spoken in the past about only putting certain types of media and influence and words into my head and being very limited about what I consume. Tonight, I'm going to share a little bit of what I do consume. A little piece by Bruce Lee, whom I refer to as Sifu. Sifu is a Cantonese word that means a skillful person or master. And in a lot of ways, Bruce Lee figured out how to master living, or at least going with the flow and understanding how to use life and be one with life itself. I have some of his books, one of which I peruse every now and again, Striking Thoughts, which is a book literally of his thoughts on various topics. Recently I came across a book of letters that he had written over his life, and I'm going to read an excerpt from one of these letters he wrote when he was 21 years old. And I'm going to roll this up right here. And I'll read as follows. He writes, "This letter is hard to understand. It contains my dreams and my ways of thinking as a whole. You can call it my way of life. It will be rather confusing as it is difficult to write down exactly how I feel. Yet I want to write and let you know about it. I'll do my best to write it clearly and hope that you too will keep an open mind in this letter, and don't arrive at conclusions until you are finished. There are two ways of making a good living. One is the result of hard working, and the other the result of the imagination, which requires work too, of course. It is a fact that labor and thrift produce a competence, but fortune, in the sense of wealth, is the reward of the man who can think of something that hasn't been thought of before. In every industry, in every profession, ideas are what America is looking for. Ideas have made America what she is, and one good idea will make a man what he wants to be. My aim, therefore, is to establish the first Kung Fu Institute in the U.S. My aim, therefore, is to establish the first Kung Fu Institute that will later spread out all over the U.S. I have a time limit of 10 to 15 years to complete the whole project. My reason in doing this is not the sole objective of making money. The motives are many, and among them are: I like to let the world know about the greatness of this Chinese art. I enjoy teaching and helping people. I like to have a well-to-do home for my family. I like to originate something. And the last, but yet one of the most important, is because Kung Fu is part of myself. I know my idea is right, and therefore the results will be satisfactory. I don't really worry about the reward, but to set in motion the machinery to achieve it. My contribution will be the measure of my reward and success. When a man comes to conscious, vital realization of those great spiritual forces within himself and begins to use those forces in science, in business, and in his life, his progress in the future will be unparalleled. I feel I have this great creative and spiritual force within me that is greater than faith, greater than ambition, greater than confidence, greater than determination, greater than vision. It is all these combined. My brain becomes magnetized with this domination force which I hold in my hand. When you drop a pebble into a pool of water, the pebble starts a series of ripples that expand until they encompass the whole pool. This is exactly what will happen when I give my ideas a definite plan of action. Right now, I can project my thoughts into the future. I can see ahead of me. I dream. Remember, practical dreamers never quit. I may now own nothing but a little place down in the basement, but once my imagination has got up to a full head of steam, I can see painted on a canvas of my mind a picture of a fine, big 5-6-story Kung Fu Institute with branches all over the States. I'm not easily discouraged. Readily visualize myself as overcoming obstacles, winning out over setbacks, achieving quote-unquote impossible objectives. Whether it is the Godhead or not, I feel this great force, this unstopped power, this dynamic something within me. This feeling defies description, and no experience with which this feeling may be compared. It is something like a strong emotion mixed with faith, but a lot stronger. All in all, the goal of my planning and doing is to find the true meaning in life. Peace of mind. I know that the sum of all the possessions I mentioned does not necessarily add up to peace of mind. However, it can be if I devote my energy to real accomplishment of self. Probably, people will say I'm too conscious of success. Well, I am not. You see, my will to do springs from the knowledge that I can do. I'm only being natural, for there's no fear or doubt inside my mind. Success comes to those who become success conscious. If you don't aim at an object, how the heck on earth do you think you can get it? Thank you, Sifu. This letter was all about his personal way and his personal thoughts of what he wanted to achieve. There's a lot in there. There's a lot that each of us can apply to our own lives and what we want to do. Can you think of what you want in life? I know you can. I know I can. Get those things. Focus. Do all the things that I just said in that letter right there. Because we can. And with that, I will see you tomorrow.